My First City ads are probably the most iconic and cursed ads I have ever seen. Should I even mention the game is nothing like the ad? Humanity deserves this masterpiece, and I have no choice. So, what do I even wanna make? I wanna make an innovative action RPG game with game-changing choices and… oh wait, that's what Cyberpunk should have been. Anyway, let's slap some shit together. We need characters, a world, and a story. Epic's released MetaHuman Creator in 2021, and I never really tried it, so I gave it a shot. I picked 3 persistent characters from the ads: the crook, the boss, and the lady. I really tried to make my MetaHuman look somewhat like them. I imported them in an empty Unreal Engine world, and the question was, how do I bring them alive? I slapped a well-known advanced locomotion system on top, and oh my f***ing god. After a couple days of researching and attempts to fix it, I now have something I'm fine with. It's not perfect, but at least all limbs are attached correctly. After watching way more My First City ads than I really should have, I found that the story usually is really simple and really stupid. That's the task for me, so I started to work on some kind of story. Main character, the crook, works for his boss. One day the boss was kidnapped. The crook should investigate and save his boss, but he meets a lady who offered him a new job. He should rob a bank and obtain some special item. He might choose his new job, but decides to rescue his boss first. After finding out that the boss is in a local jail now, the crook helps the boss escape. The boss tells him he wanna take revenge on the guy that put him in a jail and rob his bank. Fate brings the crook to the same bank that the lady wanted to rob. They robbed the bank and had a long and happy life. That's the story I made for the game. I wanna give player several choices throughout the game, since it looks like an important selling point in the ads. Not promising it will be game-changing choices, but I mean, I'm making a game based on this. So, I grabbed some marketplace assets for my environment and started to make shit works. I scripted a basic AI for the boss. I want a player to follow him somewhat similar to this ad. This will be a kidnapping scene. I made a bad guy on a bike and programmed it to hit and grab the boss. The biker will then flee, leaving the player with a task to rescue his boss. To be honest, he's probably dead after this. Anyway, I made this simple quest system to let a player know what the game expects from him. The quest will be updated once certain condition met. I also decided to implement a money system, since it's heavily promoted in ad. I added a money case a boss will carry. Once kidnapped, a case is dropped on the ground and you can loot it. I then thought it would be a nice idea to add a possibility for a player to rob the boss even before the kidnap incident. I made aim system from advanced locomotion to work with MetaHuman, and implemented some kind of shooting system using simple ray tracing. I put a pistol on a side of the level as a little Easter egg, and you can grab it and shoot the boss if you want. You will advance in the quest and can loot some money, but you will never see the boss again. Or you can follow the boss and observe the kidnapping scene. After the kidnapping, if a player moves forward, he will meet a stranger on the street. As you can see, I implemented a basic dialogue system with possible answers. And don't ask any questions. A player gets an offer: rob the bank. You can choose to ditch the boss and get a new job, or follow the bad guy and rescue the boss. I made this cool widget to show a player importance of his choice. At this point, I was about to start making the jail rescue part, but to be honest, I wasn't sure I can make a jail part and a bank part in a reasonable amount of time, so I decided to ditch the jail quest. Once you choose which way you wanna follow, you will end up in a bank level, with the boss or the lady as your companion. The boss will explain you how he ended up in a bank. You can say it's kinda lame, but I mean, just reminding I'm making a serious game based on this. This is actually such a nice excuse. I can use it for anything. The boss or the lady, depends on who you did choose, tell us we need to find a key and sneak into the depository. I added a key a player needs to pick up to open the door and placed it on the second floor. It would be nice to make reaching the key at least a bit challenging, so I decided to implement a stealth system. I scripted a simple AI for a police officer to patrol and added a small stealth indication. The closer you are, the more chances they will see you. I also made some more meta-human. Will be weird to rob an empty bank. I placed a light switcher in a bathroom, sneaking will be easier in the dark, and added 2 ways of behaving if police catches you. You can try to bribe, this will cost you 100k, or you can betray your boss. The police will be completely disabled, but you will never see your boss again, and you will lose all of your levels. Speaking of which, there is a leveling system now. You can get levels by completing quests. Levels don't really do much, but I guess the goal of the game is to get as much levels and money as you can. After you turned off the lights, the boss tells you he will wait you in the bathroom. I placed several police officers during your wait to the key. And after you get it, you can get access to the depository part, where you can turn on the lights again. And here is an unexpected plot twist. The lady tells you the boss works for the police, and the boss tells you the lady works for the police. And you should choose who to believe. If you choose the boss, and if you choose the lady, so what's the difference? Isn't the different dialogue enough? Jesus, gamers are so spoiled these days. Once you're done with one of them, the other will open the door to the depository. You can get your loot and brag about your levels and amount of money you just made. This was pretty much end of my story. I revisited some parts of the game to make small changes and make sure everything works. This was a weird, sometimes fun and wild journey, and that was how Mafia really works. Now I wanna thank all my Patreon supporters and especially Luke Sugars. I did wanna upload this project for everyone who wants to try it, but because I used MetaHuman Creator and really heavy environment assets, its size is a bit out of control, so I'm not sure about that one. Still, thanks for watching and see you next time.